Hello everyone, it's me, IR Smart. Today, I'm going to be explaining a little Star Wars fun fact for you. It has to do with the TV, and I'll get the whiteboard out in a bit. But first off, I want to mention, why are you guys not subscribing? Like seriously, is the channel dead? I don't mean to sound like pretentious or anything, but we've been at like 610 subscribers for the past like couple months. Like, is everything okay? Like, I know all 600 of you are still here, but like, why is the channel not growing? Like, I mean, I'm fine with it, I guess, but it'd be kind of nice to have 1,000 subscribers. I'm just saying, you know, I can do community posts. I can apply for, actually, I can't even apply for monetization because I don't have enough watch time. That's the other thing. Watch this video like 5 times in a row because I need watch time. I need like 10,000 hours of watch time or something according to YouTube, and I only have 4,000, which is like, what? I know. Alright, I'm gonna get off my high horse. Just get to the point, alright? We're talking about Star Wars today. Alright, like the original one, A New Hope. You can see it says it up there. Anyway, I noticed a thing while playing Star Wars Squadrons about TIE fighters. I've been playing a lot of Squadrons, and I love flying the TIE fighter. It's great. Interesting thing in Squadrons, though, is that you're locked to first person. So you can only see the interior cockpit of a TIE fighter. And for the TIE fighter, they took inspiration from, obviously, A New Hope. They looked at reference, and they said, okay, here's an interior shot of a TIE fighter. And, minor thing, you may have noticed, see how this is like an octagon? Probably noticed that, but see how, like, the flat part here is on the top and on the bottom? Okay, you see that? Now, this is obviously a shot of Darth Vader's TIE fighter, but it's the same orientation and prop that they use for the other TIE fighters. So you see it's like this, it's like this, it's like this, it's like this. And these are off, these lines that come out of the corners are off center. Alright? IR Smart, where are you going with this? Alright? Give me a sec. Let me grab the whiteboard. So if we look here, the inside of a TIE fighter has the lines like this and like this of the octagon with these sides coming off, alright? You see that. I literally showed you that here. But the outside looks completely different because we have the octagon is like tilted to the side and the lines run up and down. And like what? It's like this. And you see how it's different, right? You can see that. I've clearly drawn it for you on the octagon. But of course, you probably want to see the actual thing. So we're going to wait until A New Hope shows us the outside shot here in a sec. So yada yada, Luke turns off his targeting computer, because why not? I don't know, he's doing a thing. That's not the point we're here for. Alright, so just bear with me here. Look, he's going to do the whole Force thing. We don't care about that. Look at those TIE fighters. They look great, alright? Alright, we saw the inside again. R2 is dead. Oh god. R2 is dead. What are we going to do? Seriously, I'm trying to make a point here, movie. Work with me. They're going to fire the Death Star thing, alright? Yada yada. Well, it's not like the Death Star is going to blow up or anything. I'm sure this will work out fine for the Empire. Come on. Come on. Where is it? Ooh. Alright, look at that. It's blurry, but you can see it. Alright? No, actually, you can't see it. Come on. Give me a better look at it. Look at that! Huh? You see it? Do you see that? Do you see how the lines, they're going up and down, and side to side, and the octagon is rotated? There we go, I've proved my point. Alright? It's inconsistent. Where am I going with this? The fun fact is that they actually messed up on the filming of A New Hope, because they had 2 separate props. They had the little miniatures. These weren't actually like, they didn't actually build full-size TIE fighters. They're not going to waste their time doing that. They had little miniatures that were like this big, and the model guys that made it made the lines on the outside of the model to look like this. They look like this one on the model. But for the actual like set that the actors sat in, like the actual prop for the inside of the TIE fighter, looked like this one. Yeah, this one right here. They just messed up. That's what happened. So, fun fact, I'm probably going to show you some like reference images and stuff and whatnot. In Force Awakens, when they made that, they actually carried over this inconsistency. Because whenever the interior shots of the TIE fighter, they showed them with the interior side, and the exterior ones with the exterior side. It makes no sense. It literally breaks the laws of physics. You can't have the window face one way in one direction and another way in the other direction. That doesn't make any sense. But they kept it for consistency, which is pretty cool. So anyway, they also continued this in Rogue One and Solo whenever they had shots of TIE fighters. They kept it, and it just looked the way it did. And then finally, in Battlefront 1 and 2, made by EA, where you can fly around and see both the exterior and interior of a TIE fighter, they kept the consistency, as well as in Star Wars Squadrons. However, Star Wars Squadrons did it differently. Because the game is locked into the first person when you're flying around, but when you look at a TIE fighter from the outside, it has something that none of the other TIE fighters do, because it doesn't look like that. I'll show you, I'll put a picture up on what it looks like in Squadrons. As you can see, they have it rotated. The octagon is rotated, and it looks different. This is not how any other TIE fighter is looking. They just wanted to make sure that it was consistent outside and inside, because they needed that for the game. And then also the interesting thing is that in Star Wars Squadrons, the TIE Bomber and Interceptor have the correct orientation, because we don't see the interior shots of those, so they just kept what we saw in the movie. And TIE Reaper doesn't have a thing, because the TIE Reaper is weird. But anyway, that was my whole point. That was the entire point of this video. I was going to go on a little tangent about the TIE Fighter window, because it bugs me. And now it's going to bug you too, and you're never going to forget it. So yeah, the more you know. So now you can tell all your friends, hey, do you know the cool thing about the TIE Fighter? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's a bunch of other reasons why it doesn't make sense. But yeah, I still love the TIE Fighter. It's one of the most iconic designs that was ever made for Star Wars, and it's just one of the staples, you know? You see an X-Wing, you see a TIE Fighter, you're like, oh, I know what that's from. Everyone knows what that's from. The people who haven't seen Star Wars know what it's from. But now, you know a little bit more about it. So I hope you learned something in this video. I hope you had fun watching it. And I hope you subscribe and stay around. So, that's all for today, everyone. See you Sunday.